Something what's going on, man. Something what's going on. Let me say good morning to Gary. Gary, good morning. How you doing, my brother? And hey, what's up, my bro? What's up? I'm good.
I was there earlier on, man. You weren't on hearing me. What's going on, man?
I'm not sure what happened, but I'm looking at you and saying, hey, the guy's not listening to me, man. He's not listening to me. But hey, what? Doesn't matter, man. What's up with you this morning? How you doing?
Hey, doing good, feeling good, and hopefully looking good. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Grenada. Our friends on Facebook, how you doing? Great to be with you for yet another day. Oh, it's a beautiful day inside Grenada. It's Thursday. We're getting ready for the weekend, and it's going to be all good, man. Good morning, Grenada. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, man. I was urging folks, if you got up in that right frame of mind this morning, hold on to it for the entire day. You understand? And for those of you heading to work for probably 7 o'clock this morning, you have roughly 20 minutes to be there in time. Gary, lots in store this morning. And, we're going to, of course, throw it all in for man, you hear the crazy stuff that's going on in Ukraine. We're going to chat about that also this morning, Gary. Man, yeah, well, Hey,
Mr. Putin.
Yeah, man. Doing his thing.
Bad man.
Anyway, Gary, due for a short break. Let's take that break, and when we come back, we kick into the meat of the matter here on Good Morning Grenada. We coming right back after the short break. All right, we coming right back. Don't touch it.
Say hello to Grenada's hidden gem, Mandela Court, a Grenadian-owned luxury boutique hotel tucked away in Lansipine. Our fully equipped suites are now complemented by an international standard restaurant and conference room. So whether you're having a formal business event, quaint garden wedding, or just a relaxed dinner for two, you can count on Mandela Court for that luxurious experience. Call today to book your viewing or reservation. We look forward to welcoming you.
At Southern Electrical, you get the best value, quality products, and expert advice. We are the #1 supplier of residential, commercial, and industrial electrical products in Grenada. View our latest arrivals of wall lights for interior and exterior, beautiful chandeliers, pendants, solar motion lights, kitchen appliances such as crispy air fryer ovens, crepe makers, countertop grills, and more. Visit Southern Electrical at Dusty Highway, Grand Down, St. George. We also ship to Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Call or telephone number 444-3042, WhatsApp 405-4993, or browse our website www.segrenada.com.
Tap, tap, tap. We're back inside here on a Good Morning Grenada G Squared in the morning time. Yeah, let's go over to my bro Gary. Gary, we'll be ready to roll this morning. Let's get things rolling off, and let's get into the word of the day for today. And I'll take care of the thought of the day. Let's roll, man.
The word of the day is parable. It's a noun and it's spelled P-A-R-A-B-L-E. Now, what parable means? A parable is a story having an ending based on moral attitude, a standard of conduct, or a religious principle. Here is a sentence. Now, the priest opened his homily by relating the parable of the Good Samaritan from the Gospel of Luke. Here is another one. Congratulations poured in from around the world. By midweek, the Shepherds of Good Hope had received more than 12,000 individual donations. The story of the shelter might stand as a parable for the times. All right, parables comes from the Latin word parabola, from Greek parabole, meaning comparison. The word parabole may look familiar if you remember your geometry. The mathematical parabola refers to a curve that is shaped like the path of something that is thrown forward and high in the air and falls back to the ground. Your word of the day, parable.
Parable. Yes. We're moving on this morning, folks. It's K105 Hot 98. It's Good Morning Grenada G Squared. Don't forget, folks, if you always want to chime in, the number you can chime in via is 435-2041. That's 435-2041. Let's get into a thought of the day for today, folks. And as usual, we always give you those thoughts that will guide you through the particular day, and you could probably hold on to it for the entire week also, for the rest of the week, I should actually say. Now, let's get into the thought of the day. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. Let me take that back from the top for you once again. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. That's a Joseph Campbell thought there, an individual who came up with that thought. And you could put it into perspective today, man.
Yeah, man. If you don't mind me chiming in, bliss is something that gives great joy, happiness, and contentment. So to follow your bliss, find what makes you happy, and live out with it. Live your best life. Look for things that bring joy in your life. Do something that you really enjoy doing, no matter how small it might be. And the most important thing is to find happiness, even in the littlest or in the little moments of your life.
Yes, so true.
It's those little moments of happiness which act as stepping stones to greater joy, fulfilling, blessed life.
There probably was something that was, in a simple summary also, there probably something that have been holding you back for a long time. And when you follow that bliss, it's a way of breaking it down. And moving to another dimension, if you could say it in that way also. It does get set for your health tip as we move on this morning here on K105 Hot 98. It's Good Morning Grenada. Your health tip come to you compliments of Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. Hey, Gary, let's get that health tip in this morning and see how it could help an individual who's listening out there in terms of thinking about, hey, how can I manage my health? Let's see how.
But managing your health is as simple as ABC, but we make it complicated based on our lifestyle and based on the consumption and based on economy and all them kind of thing. They make it difficult, but it's really simple. Let's look at grapes. Grapes can treat constipation, indigestion, fatigue, kidney disorders, and other ailments.
Yeah,
that's I had grapes about two nights ago.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said that it's as simple as a grape. Can help you out.
As simple as a grape.
Simple as that.
It has its blessings and benefits.
All right.
So grab your grapes, partners. And I know grapes can be pretty expensive because it's not grown here, it's imported. But
sometimes you can't watch the cost of it. Sometimes you just can't watch the cost. You have to look at the benefits.
That as much as you want to. When things expensive as gold, you tell me I can't watch the cost. I'll watch the cost.
Sometimes you can't watch the cost, man. Your health is important,
Let's find out what else is constipation,
Go right ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm just joking around, but I'm just saying. Grapes, I'm sure, is not the only thing that treats constipation, indigestion, fatigue, kidney disorders, and other ailments. I'm sure there are produce products here in Grenada, grown right here, that can deal with that.
So true. But if you want to go the natural way as possible, grapes is one of the natural ways you can go ahead with it.
I'm sure there are other natural ways as well.
Yeah, but what I said is just one of the the natural ways you can go.
Might be a more expensive form, but it's definitely one of them.
All right.
Anyhow,
if we're moving on, it's K105 and Hot 98. Good Morning Grenada. We're moving up to exactly what's about the time. Wow, it's already 15 minutes moving up before the top of the hour. It's time for the AM edition of news here on K105 and Hot 98. You'll have a rebroadcast of last evening's news via GBN TV. We'll be coming back in the second segment with lots of information for you. We didn't get the riddle and stuff in this morning. Certainly get that in for you in the second segment. Stick around for all that. News is next here on K105 and Hot 98. Good morning, Grenada.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Blossom Alexis Welsh with the details. The people of Shantymel St. Patrick say they are prepared to take matters into their own hands if the authorities refuse to overturn a decision made in court to relocate a man accused of rape to their community. Chrislina John has tonight's top report.
Glendon Augustine, representing Shantymel residents, told GBN News of a bitter moment for the people in his community.
After this situation here with the media today, we are going to do a petition where we are going to get some signatures asking the authorities to get the national out of Shantymel for us, please. After we done this petition, we will take it to the relevant authority and we will wait. And if there is no response after we respond today to the media, after respond with our petition letter, if there is no response, I think we have to go back to basics. We will have to call the village together and we will have to take matters in our own hands.
They are disgruntled over the decision taken by the court to have Candidas Maturin, a St. Lucian citizen who was charged for 4 counts of rape and 2 counts of indecent assault, relocated to Shantymel St. Patrick. The 38-year-old landscaper resided at Mount Granby, St. John, prior to being charged for the sexually related crimes.
The bothering things about that now is that nobody knows how it arrived for he to be in Shantymel. We don't know who take the bail. We don't know which house in Shantymel it is in. And it's like a monster that is within the village. And we don't know when he's going to strike again.
Augustine says they want answers.
There is a lot of questions that still pointed out to us, which is only authority which I consider to be the Minister of National Security and the Commissioner of Police, how they arrived at that situation to send this person to Shantymel. They are calling on a speedy, immediate action to be taken with that situation at present.
He explained what is even more bothersome is that the individual's whereabouts are unknown. Augustine says the relocation comes just as they are beginning to breathe a sigh of relief after a man who terrorized their community for months was recently removed. Maturin made his first court appearance before the St. George's Magistrates Court on Monday. He was granted bail in the sum of $50,000 with one surety. However, he had some additional conditions as ordered by the court. He had to surrender all travel documents, have no contact with the virtual complainant and all witnesses, and report to the Union Police Station every Wednesday. Maturin will reappear in court in April. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Officers of the Criminal Investigation Department and Rapid Response Unit conducted an operation on Wednesday and executed a search warrant at the home of Messiah Charles of Woburn St. George and confiscated drugs and a firearm from the home. One 9mm caliber firearm and 25 packages with cannabis weighing 12.7 pounds were found. The 35-year-old bartender was later detained for questioning in relation to the offenses of trafficking in a controlled drug and possession of a firearm. In unrelated news, officers attached to the Hermitage Police Station conducted an operation on Tuesday at Upper Hermitage St. Patrick, where 177 cannabis trees were found, ranging from 1 foot to 6 feet in height. Up to news time, no one was arrested. Moving on, the perpetrator who attacked 2 Chinese business owners almost 1 month ago remains on the loose. But while the victims are said to be recuperating in good spirits, they are still uneasy. Here's Chrislina John with this update.
1 month after being hospitalized with severe chop wounds following a late-night attack, 2 restaurant owners in St. Andrew are now out of the hospital, but still fearful for their lives. Last month, Jack Su and his mother were attacked by a man while on their way home after closing their business, a popular restaurant they operate in the town of Grenville. The attack on the Cook Hill residents had community members sad and heartbroken. Speaking to GBN GBN News on Wednesday, Jack says he and his mother are recovering well. However, out of an abundance of caution, they prefer not to be seen or heard. The mother and son, who are Chinese nationals, have been living in the parish for more than 7 years. Jack says they are likely to reopen for business sometime next month. Meanwhile, officer in charge of the police's Community Relations Department, ASP Desmond Richards, says the perpetrator remains at large. A number of suspects have been questioned. However, no arrests have been made. He said tremendous effort and time is put into this matter to find the culprit. For GBN News, Janelle McDonald.
The Minister of Culture has spoken and the people are ready, including residents of the town that never sleeps, who say the resumption of Spice Mass was long overdue. We get more in this Cherry and Blackman-Stephen report.
The announcement many revelers had hoped for was made on Tuesday by Culture Minister Yulon Bin Hosford.
Well, I am proud and I'm happy to announce that Spice Mass 2022 is on August 8th and 9th, 2022.
GBN took to the streets of Guelph St. John to find out from the people who live in the place known as the town that never sleeps.
Well, it's a very good thing for all who want to enjoy themselves. And I think this have safe participation in everyone shall bring a good carnival and nice carnival for us. All the time I participate in carnival because I'm a born Grenadian. Well, I'm looking forward to play a clean and fair mass and a safe mass to prevent yourself on any harm and danger.
A couple of years now we're waiting for it, but because of the pandemic, we all have to understand what's happening. So we just have to follow the protocol. So if it's a carnival this year, it's a plus, because we realize all the people have fall straight in, so that could ease up some of the stress.
I feel happy in a way. I'm not really a mass player, but for people who love the culture, I feel happy as for a long time going, they don't get a little, going also. Foreigners go come, things go sell.
Yeah, I feel good, man. Yeah, to have a carnival again. Yeah, I feel really good to have a carnival again. Because we go through 2 years without mass, and to have mass now is a real good thing.
I feel good because that is part of the culture in Grenada.
The patron said mass can be played in the midst of the pandemic if the protocols are adhered to.
COVID, we cannot worry about these things that we have to live through, because it is existing between us. The only thing we have to take care of ourselves in whatever activity or whatever we do and take the precautions.
Yes, COVID is there, so we still have to be careful, as I say,
Yes.
We said, with the protocol and, with the big gathering and whatsoever, because I watched something happen with a show just last week gone, and I was very disappointed to see the breakdown barricade and all that. That was looking real bad.
Well, in a way, you have to be worried. Don't worry about it, because you have to still protect yourself, because you never know what could happen. Yes, you go have a die on stage and then boop, you just pick up. But so I would like to tell people, yes, enjoy it, but still protect yourself.
I didn't worry about it long. I didn't start in COVID. I want to play a mass.
All we have to do to mask up and take care and protect yourself.
Cherry and Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
It's a new day for ICT within CARICOM as a signed declaration toward the reduction of intra-CARICOM roaming charges will now change how Caribbean nationals can stay connected to family and friends when traveling within CARICOM countries. Let's get more in this report from Rena Pear-Thomas.
Caribbean nationals will soon see a significant reduction in roaming charges by their network providers when traveling to other CARICOM countries. This comes as CARICOM's lead head for science and technology, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, along with representatives from Cable and Wireless and Digicel, signed a declaration for the reduction of intra-CARICOM roaming charges on Wednesday. The ambit of the declaration will be implemented this year and is intended only for CARICOM CARICOM citizens and will not include international visitors. President of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, Melford Nicholas, says after years of discussion, the initiative finally came through after political intervention in 2020.
A collaboration forum involving representatives of government, civil society, and the telecommunications operators was convened by the CTU to develop regional ICT policy recommendations in matters which included intra-CARICOM roaming. The reports from the collaboration forum, while not conclusive, nonetheless informed further action on the roaming matter and led to a political intervention in 2020 that eventually resulted in the 2021 negotiations between a CARICOM team coordinated by the CTU, Cable and Wireless, and Digicel. We celebrate the products of those negotiations today.
With CARICOM working towards the creation of a single ICT space, the removal of roaming charges is seen as key to reducing inefficiencies, lowering costs, and increasing productivity as part of the digital transformative initiative. Both Grenada's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell and lead head of government with responsibility for CSME, Barbados's Prime Minister Mia Mottley, agree that this is a step towards a roam-like-at-home agreement, similar to the European Union, eliminating roaming charges on voice, data, and SMS messages.
This is a large step, but we're still short of our destination to eliminate roaming completely. So that we today recognize, as do the telecoms providers, the heads of government, that this is a journey. And from today, my friends, there really can be no turning back.
That our citizens will have options to use their mobile phones as they move freely within the single space at reduced costs. Our citizens will be able to travel without the fear of incurring the normal exorbitant charges for voice and data usage as they conduct business and keep in touch with loved ones.
Representatives from both Digicel and Cable and Wireless at the sign-in ceremony expressed their commitment to adding value for customers by reducing roaming charges. Cable and Wireless Communications Vice President of the South Caribbean, Coley Prescott, encouraged heads of government to review some of their taxes to see more reduction.
Flow is in the business of connecting people and creating value in their lives. And from our perspective, if we are to continue on this journey to reduce roaming rates and charges, we also need our partners in government to re-examine the level of license fees and universal service contributions and duties on taxes on network equipment and infrastructure to allow us to pass on further reductions to our valuable mutual subscribers and nationals.
Nationals are expected to see up to 70% saving in roaming charges due to this declaration, as the rates will vary based on the provider used. The signing ceremony of the declaration was held at the Grenada Trade Center Annex on Wednesday morning. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
This is GBN Primetime edition of news. Coming up, private sector believes another conversation must be held if efforts to address minimum wage can be done earnestly. More news is next. Welcome back to the news. While some sectors, including trade unions and workers in Grenada, have been calling for the minimum wage issue to be addressed meaningfully, others are looking on with an apparent sense of caution. The private sector believes another conversation must be held if efforts to address minimum wage can be done earnestly. Here's Gerard Joseph with that story.
The COVID-19 pandemic has cut open wounds of economic strife among ordinary citizens who are faced with rising inflation, cost of living increases, while salaries remaining the same or even slashed in some cases. As the conversation on minimum wage continues, Private Sector Senator Christopher Dialli says a change of mindset of Grenadians will be critical to ensure any minimum wage increase is effective. Senator Dialli says the discussion is not as simple and straightforward, noting the complexities of adjusting minimum wage for the entire country and categories of workers.
But alongside minimum wage will come the issue of attitude to work and our efficiencies and productivity. And that is also an important conversation that we need to have. I am of the strong view, that in Grenada, a lot of us choose what work we want. In other words, we choose not to work. And we have a lot of difficulty in certain industries like construction and agriculture and others, where we're seeing a lot of men in particular, liming and just not working, and you'll hear the complaints from employers in those areas.
Prime Minister Dr. Kate Mitchell was recently quizzed on the issue and noted that Labour Minister Peter David has been tasked to lead the process of engagement with the various stakeholders. The private sector senator says the poor attitudes and efficiencies of employees at the workplace will have to be superimposed with the minimum wage conversation. He reiterates that adjusting the minimum wage upwards is not enough by itself.
What he would have done is given me a few more dollars that could help in terms of how I meet costs. But if costs are far outstripping how minimum wage could improve, then we're still in the same situation. And my thing is that conversation minimum wage has to be had together with how we work and our attitude to this work thing, so that we can improve our efficiencies.
Senator Dialli says the culture and environment within the Caribbean are major contributing factors to workers' mindsets.
Because when we leave here and we go to Canada and the US and England, we work 2 and 3 jobs. Why? Because we had to make the monies to pay the rent and eat and have heat and wear the necessary clothing. In Grenada, we do have change in temperature, so it's one set of clothing. We could cook a pot on the side of the road every day, and eating is not tied to working. So we live a really good life in this part of the world when it comes to that, and that affects how people work. Because a guy could say, why go and fight up in construction as a laborer for $60, $70, or $80 a day, when I could sit on the side of the road and eat well and so on.
Thus, the private sector senator notes that the conversation on a change in mindset must be had in order to truly hold discussions on minimum wage increases. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The western side of the island has grown synonymous with the issue of major landslides and rockfall, and early Wednesday morning was no different. Here's Joseph Cadeau with this report.
A quiet night for one resident of Grand Roy St. John was interrupted by a loud crash in the wee hours of Wednesday morning. Norma Chance McEwen said she was asleep when she was awakened by a loud crash at 2 a.m. that she soon found out was a fallen boulder. The boulder had crashed through the wall of her neighbor's house. McEwen gave a detailed account of the incident.
Well, this morning, in the little sleep, I heard the bang. When I heard the bang, like that. See, man, I got a stone come down. So I watch out in the window. I didn't see nothing, but I say, if he come down, he go stay on the bank, he mightn't. So about a few minutes after a vehicle pass, I say, no need, must be on the bank. So this morning, when I wake up, Tamanda left to go to work, and then she comes and say, Mommy, you know a son come down and go in 5 cents house? So I came out now, when I came out, and I watched there, and I see that big huge stone inside 5 cents house. Nobody wasn't in the house. Yes, when they come out our way, they stay there.
She says fallen boulders have become somewhat of a norm for residents in the area. However, concerns have now lessened because of the frequency of the incidents.
Yeah, well, so normally come down because all these come out on top of there. And when you reach, sometimes you see on the bank there. Yes, you must be afraid because when you watch up there, don't go back and sun greening. You must be afraid. You must be afraid to live around here.
McEwen is hoping that some intervention can bring an end to the continuing issue.
You have to speak the owner of the land too. You might have to tell them because they want to cut down some of the trees. And if you cut down the trees, all the roots, and it's more dangerous for the people underneath. If the government could, come and check the thing and put some of the thing like what they do in Kotomeli, it will be good for the people around. Yeah.
On January 16, 1991, Grenada recorded its worst vehicular accident in history when a boulder fell on a passenger bus in Concord, St. John, killing all 9 people on board. Joseph Cador, GBN News.
The Child Protection Authority is reiterating that there are various safe and legal options to be considered if parents are unable to care for their newborn babies. Let's go to Christelina John for this report.
On the heels of an unfortunate situation where a baby was birthed and abandoned beneath a house in Carriacou late last week, the Child Protection Authority is reiterating that there are alternatives for people who do not want to be parents. In an exclusive interview with Alternative Care Supervisor at the Child Protection Authority, Chanel Phillip, she explained what provisions are made in circumstances like these.
If a parent approaches us and says that they are unable to care for their child and they wish for us to remove their child from their care, we wouldn't just remove them. We will investigate the circumstances, see what support that parent needs to enable them to parent their child, and try to signpost them or support them in the caring. If it is determined for our assessment that that parent really cannot parent that child, albeit through mental health, drug addiction, domestic violence, we will assess that the child cannot remain in that situation and start the same process of investigation.
Philip further explained that if through intervention with the child's parents the situation does not change and it is determined that the child may not be safe in their care, then the CPA will step in.
So the process will start once we receive the referral, be it from the police, a community member, hospital, any concerned person who make a referral. We will then go out and investigate the circumstances and make an assessment of the child's situation to determine if removal from their family home is necessary. If that assessment concludes that it is necessary,
So we're back here on Good Morning Grenada via, of course, K105, classic K105. We also live via GBN TV, and we should be heading over to my good bro via Hot 98 and say good morning to Hey Gary. We're back live here on Good Morning Grenada G Squared.
As live as can be. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, man.
Yep. And we're moving through this morning, you know. Time is just not your friend, huh? You know that, right?
It's definitely not on our side this morning, so gotta keep
just
moving.
not your friend at all. We got lots more to throw to you, our viewers and listeners this morning. Let's just hit that riddle. Guy, I was looking at interesting. I think we may have some time we could roll through that. I was actually reading an extra bit that we should have presented this morning pertaining to a little bit of a health tip. And I just think it was kind of interesting sitting here for a moment and reading it. I'm going to let you flow through it. It's pertaining to the aspect of people, why they are left-handed. You know, we didn't get to throw that out this morning.
Well, actually, that's part of Did You Know?
That's part of Did You Know?
Did you know?
Well, let's hit it up. I thought it was a piece of your health today, but
you left-handed, GT, aren't you?
No. I'm both. I can use both. You imagine that, right? I can actually write illegibly with my both hands. You believe that?
Oh, okay.
That's a truth.
I never knew that about you.
I can actually do that.
Ambidextrous, aren't you?
Yeah, good. I can actually do that with my both hands. It's sometimes it's kind of weird that I can actually write the same way with my left and right.
Good for you.
Yeah, man.
Well, it says here an estimated percentage of left-handed people across the globe is 8 to 15%. With most figures studies suggesting it is 10 to 12%. Taking the average of 11%, this would mean that about 836 million people are left-handed across the globe out of a population of 7.6 billion. So we are outnumbered. I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
It has been shown in a 2008 study that a left-handed person is 23% more likely to be male than female. I so happen to be male as well. So
yeah.
There you go, then. Why are so many more people right-handed than left-handed? There is no definitive answer to this question, but it is most accepted theory. The most accepted theory relates to which side of the brain controls the right hand. Now, according to Jason Goldman of the BBC, the right side of the body is largely controlled by the left hemisphere on the brain, the same side of the brain that deals with language. Now, left-handers are much more variable in the way that our brain, I'm going to change the pronoun here, our brain operates and are organized. That's according to that study. All right, and he went on to say, my personal hunch is that left-handers are both more talented and suffer deficits.
Yeah. And suffer deficits.
I ain't suffering from no deficits. Thank you very much. If you are left-handed, you might find yourself with a slightly unusual way. Your brain is organized, and suddenly that gives you skills that other people don't have. Welcome to the left-handed world.
No, I was actually reading that during the news, and I said, hey, that's interesting, because, yeah, I have noticed some folks who are actually really left-handed can do nothing much with their right. And like my mom, she's left-handed. And, she's like 89, going to be 90 soon. And with all her senses and still intact, at that age.
Well, what my grandmother always used to tell me is that she said, my son, you are left-handed because you're in your right mind. My grandma.
That's an interesting way of putting it together.
You are left-handed because you're in your right mind. But what I have extrapolated from that study is that left-handed people are wired different.
Yeah.
And left-handed people seem to have, if not extraordinary, but a skill set that is set apart from their right-handed counterparts. You know what I'm saying? So
some people might get to differ with you on that, but
don't envy us. Don't envy us. We are outnumbered.
Right-handed people will differ with you on that.
We are really skilled.
All right, man. I'll leave it. I'll leave it there for this morning.
Hey, try picking mango with a left-hander. You can't win. You can't win it. Straight like an arrow.
I know. Hey, let's get into our riddle of the morning. A riddle comes to you compliments of folks at Sleepy Diapers, all natural, all organic for your baby's total comfort and protection. Sleepy Diapers, always for better. Gary, let me hit these folks with this riddle this morning. Let me see the smarty pants out there, folks who put their thinking cap on really early in the morning and give it some work to do. I look at you. You look at me. I raise my right. You raise your left. What am I? What am I? Of course, as the morning progresses...
That's an easy one.
It's easy. It's easy.
That's a given.
But
I look at you, you look at me, I raise my right, you raise your left. That's kind of like
something that mimics. It kind of mimics you per se. You understand?
Yeah.
What am I? So don't forget, you'll always send us the answer for this particular riddle this morning, if it's of interest to you. 435-2041 or... you could always call in 435-2041 and give us your answer to that one. We're moving down the time. It's 14 minutes after the hour. Gary, we have coming up next, we have Money Matters coming up next. We're going to fig that. When we come back, we run into, of course, the birthday list this morning for those of you celebrating. So Money Matters is up next here. All compliments of folks of Courts Grenada Limited.
Welcome to Money Matters, made possible by Courts, bringing value home.
Welcome to Money Matters, financial information for sound living. Wherever you are in life, these tips may help you get on solid financial ground and help you stay there. Teach your children to save. 1. Give allowances. This gives your children hands-on experience, which will teach them how to save and spend. 2. Set goals. Get your children to set a goal for something they want. This will help to motivate them to save. It will also teach them to value what they have, knowing that it costs money to have what you want. 3. Create a budget. Sit down with your children and have them outline what they want and the costs. Then have them list their weekly income. This is going to show your kids how to make financial decisions to match their desires with the realities of what they have. 4. Open a savings account. A bank account and visits to the bank will help your children understand that when you save money, it can earn more money through interest. 5. Get a piggy bank or savings jar. This way, they can literally see their money grow. 6. College. Debt is often a more serious problem than academics for college students. Staying within budget needs to be part and parcel of the lessons they learn. Bailing themselves out, curbing their spending lust, and foregoing non-essentials are absolute musts. Too often, parents with the best intentions enable the worst financial patterns.
Money Matters was made possible by Quartz Grenada Limited, bringing value home.
Matters there for you this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Certainly interesting ways of teaching you to manage your money. An interesting part there in terms of allowing the youngsters to develop that habit of wanting to save. Gary, do you get your children?
Definitely.
You give them that little incentive, hey, a little piggy bank.
But it all starts at home. You know?
Yeah, it starts at home.
Everything, every good habit, every successful part of your life, whether it's financial, whether it's physical, or spiritual, starts at home.
I actually have a little piggy bank for my last two sons, and they always remind me, hey daddy, give me that $1 just so I can put it in. And I think that's a good way of teaching them to learn.
That's where it starts. That's where it starts.
Hey, so we're moving on, Gary. Of course, get us some information this morning. Of course, we try to keep folks abreast with the current affairs that is going on and so forth. So we have a little thing. Yeah, a little something, on the political side of things in Grenada.
NMP is up in the ante.
Yeah,
and they are getting ready for the next general elections. Now, a date is not yet being set.
Mm-hmm.
They have the lineup of guest speakers and thing, and we've seen the lineup of 2 strong female guest speakers for their next convention. If that's any indication, one can easily conclude by the general elections is not far.
The bell may ring anytime soon.
The bell is about to ring. We're gonna let Master Control play a little thing, and let's take a listen to this and take a look.
Yeah, let's take a peek at that one. Let's go.
Her home country 18 months earlier than it was constitutionally due, could Barbados's Prime Minister Mia Mottley's presence in Grenada this weekend be an indication that the island can look forward to an early call to the polls? Or is it that the party is showing their level of preparedness or just gauging the political temperature? General Secretary of the ruling New National Party, Roland Bowler, was questioned.
Not really, In honesty, you are partially correct with what you say. Normally, when you're leading and you're getting closer to an election, if there's a convention, over the years, yes, you try to invite someone from the region or probably extra-regionally. But it has been a tradition in the NNP to invite dignitaries from outside to address the convention per se, whether there's an election or not. One can read into this one either way, but it's not unusual for us to bring in a foreign speaker.
Prime Minister Mottley, he says, will not delve into party politics, but rather speak from a Caribbean standpoint, challenges pertaining to the pandemic, the role Grenada has played as a territory in managing such, and best practices that can be adopted. Meanwhile, speculations are rife that Akima Paul Lambert, a top lawyer in the UK, has been contacted by factions of the NNP to be a candidate for the upcoming general elections.
I can't say that she was. I know for a long time now there have been mutual interests. I can speak on that in that Ms. Lambert had been a member of the party for quite a while now. There had been some interest. This coming election, from where I sit, I don't know that will be a possibility. Still, much things are possible. As we know it, it's 24 hours in politics is a very long time. A lot of things can happen within 24 hours. In fact, politics is a very...
Mrs. Paul would be the first featured speaker to address mainly the young people, he says, sharing her experiences, challenges, and successes. This year, the convention will be held semi-virtually, meaning that there would not be the usual mass gathering in one location. General Secretary Roland Bowler explains the structure of this year's convention.
Headquarters, which would be the Trade Center. So the speakers will be speaking from there. There are about 3 constituencies that will bring in the delegates and some observers in that site. And then you have several other stations around the country. So
NNP's convention on Sunday will be held under the theme NNP, Tried, Trusted and Delivering. Christina John, GBN News.
All right, that was there for you, Gary, in terms of that bit of information pertaining to NMP's convention coming up, and their guest speaker and so forth. And
I like how Mr. Roland is trying to downplay every sort of assumption that is out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't play it.
It may not be. You don't understand. So. Time will certainly tell. That's basically it. Yeah, man. Let's move on.
Yeah, man. Well, next up on the agenda, we see that our main opposition party, NDC, of course, led by Deacon Mitchell, he's gearing up to make a North American visit.
Yeah.
So folks out there in the diaspora, y'all get ready for him, you know?
Yes.
Get ready for him. Make sure you send him back to us, you know, in one piece, in the same way in which you received him. You know what I'm saying? Because he have work here to do. Yeah, he have work here to do. You understand? So look out, folks in the diaspora. The Deacon Mitchell, NDC's political leader, is coming your way. North American visit is about to get started sometime in March 2022, so y'all can look out for that.
Yeah, so I guess Grenadians out there may get a chance to have a one-on-one little conversation with him. You understand? Get to where he's coming from, and guess when the bell rings to make a decision.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, make a decision. All right, man. It's Good Morning Grenada here on the K105, Hot 98, and the GBN TV or social media platforms. Whether it's YouTube or Facebook. Good morning to viewers there, listeners there. Those of you also listening via GBN's website at gbn.gd. Good morning. We inside of the beautiful Spice Grenada. I am in studio. Gary is at his remote location, and we're taking you through this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. As we take you through this morning,
we're going to scroll down.
Yeah,
in the program for a little bit, and we noticed that yesterday a big day,
a big drill
in Grenada with the PM's signing of the Declaration of St. George's.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a really momentous occasion, really and truly, because what that simply means is that
you pay less.
You ever traveled and you have your phone with you and you're trying making a phone call, or probably you were unaware that you're roaming. And by the time you get back and you check your bill, you're like, what in heaven's name is that?
You know what
I mean? Only to realize you're incurring charges, rates as you traveled. So, they have now tried to, fix that issue.
I know someone who actually traveled to another Caribbean island for 2 days and actually used their cell phone. And when they got back, they had a $2,000 bill, Gary. You know that?
Crazy.
$2,000+ bill. So that's been fixed, and that will certainly help a long way. You can go to the other islands, and the rates, will be affordable, if you could say that now.
But what they're saying is that it's not that they are getting rid of.
No, you're going to
rates
pay
altogether. They're going to reduce it. My question is, what is it going to be a reduction, or is it going to be just a reduction?
Well, what I gather from it is also going to be depending on your provider. You understand who's the actual provider you use when you travel and you're roaming. So it could be just that particular provider that you're with may offer you a cheaper rate than the other. Okay, there's competition in the market, Gary. You understand? And one provider may charge you, less than another when you roam. So, but it's all good in terms of reduction. Everybody likes to pay a little bit less. You understand? And that's a plus there also, man.
I want to pay a lot less. I don't know about you.
It's 25 minutes after the hour this morning here on the Good Morning Grenada. Guy, I think we're ready for the birthday list this morning. Folks over there who eagerly anticipate hearing the shout-outs this morning for who's celebrating their birthday today. So let's get into that. We come back, we chit-chat more about putting in issues that's of course around us here on Good Morning Grenada. Let's get into the birthday list this morning. Do have the list before me. If you're celebrating, good morning and happy birthday to you. Let me say good morning to Jamie Roberts of Darbo. Good morning to Jamie. How you doing this morning? Happy birthday to you. From members of the family, happy birthday. Terrell Roberts of Ressos in St. Mark. Good morning. 16 years old today. Good morning and happy birthday. Say good morning to Delian. That's Delian Edwards. Good morning. Greetings going out to her from family members, especially her brother Jem. He's wishing her a happy birthday. Alicia Charles of SAB. Good morning. Happy birthday. Anna Marie Denise Newton of Morland. Good morning. Greetings going out to her this morning from her husband Kenny and daughters. Wishing her a happy birthday. Adisa Gibbs of Paraclete. Good morning. Good morning to her and all the best on her birthday today from her mom Margaret Ann. Brother, Damon. He's wishing her a happy birthday also. Leah Phillip. Let me get that right. Leah Pierre Phillip of Queen Street, Victoria. Good morning. She actually resides in Canada. Good morning and happy birthday. Greetings going out to her. Let's say good morning to Bernadine Henry of Adelphi. Good morning and happy birthday from her daughter Christine and all the other members of the family, especially her sons, shouting out this morning. Yvonne Henry of Grandad's. Good morning, happy birthday. Harris Cambridge of Bolio. Good morning and happy birthday also. Rhea Mitchell of Cloget in St. John. Good morning to her this morning. All the best on her birthday today. Gordlyn Monroe in Canada. Good morning. Happy birthday. Greetings going out to her this morning from her mom and other members of the family. Her dad is chipping in too. I'm wishing her a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Edison Diali of Union. Actually now resides in the Duquesne area. Good morning and happy birthday from all the members of his family, especially his mom Andrea. Wishing him a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Karine Charles of Duquesne also. Good morning and happy birthday. 16 years old today. Happy birthday to her. Let's say good morning to Relisha Fleming of Windsor Forest. Actually resides in Canada. Happy birthday to you. Remember the family here in the Spine South and in the love. Let's say good morning to Joan Ann Francis of Marigot. Good morning. Happy birthday. All the best. Lena Lewis of Beauregard, that's in the Birch Grove area. Good morning, happy birthday. Her husband Warrell is wishing her a happy birthday. Davine Monroe of Satyrs, good morning. A student of the St. Patrick Anglican, 11 years old today. Let me get that right. And her mom is wishing her a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Jillian Bruno of Grandans. Happy birthday. Mandessa Lewis of Conference, how you doing? Happy birthday. What about Cynthia Caesar of Burness and Mark, good morning and happy birthday. Yvonne Rubin of Harmony Hall, good morning and happy birthday. Tamara Courtney of Hermitage, good morning. Her mom, her grandmom, all wishing her a happy birthday. Renee John of Springs in St. George, good morning. Greetings going out to her this morning from a dear friend, that's Romeo, wishing her a happy birthday. Say good morning to Shamoni Charles Benjamin of Lafayette, good morning. What about Martha Noel, good morning. She, of course, resides in the Cook Hill area of Grenville. Good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Jadon Moraine, also known as Smallman, and he's from La Femme in St. Davis. Good morning. And I also have a couple on my list this morning celebrating their anniversary. Actually, it's their third wedding anniversary. That's Andre and Lindana George of Telescope. Greetings going out from Miss Clovey to you guys. Happy anniversary. Certainly hope you're having a great day so far and happy anniversary. Let me say good morning to Jamil Williams of Montu. Celebrating, that will be on the 25th. I hope I'm right about that. So actually we'll be celebrating tomorrow. All right, happy advance birthday greetings going out to you. Certainly hope you have a great day when that day do come around. Anything final on my list this morning in terms of celebrating? Let's say good morning to Jaden Farmers of Paradise. Good morning to you, Jaden. How you doing? All the best on your birthday today. Greetings going out to you from members of the family. Certainly hope you're having an awesome morning. All the best on your birthday today. And finally on my list this morning, let me say good morning to Akim Augustin of Telescope. How you doing this morning? Happy birthday. Certainly hope you're having an awesome day today on your birthday. Hey Gary, that's it for the celebrants this morning. I want to wish all who are celebrating a happy birthday. Certainly hope your day will be... Happy birthday, all you. Yep. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Pretty short list this morning. I was kind of worried. I was wondering, am I at the end already? But yeah, that was it. Yeah. Anyway. All the best to all the celebrations. Gary, let's move on with this morning. We're moving down to just around 28 minutes after the hour this morning here on a Good Morning Grenada. Those of you head on to work for 8 o'clock, get to move on if you want to be there on time. So what we got, Gary? What else we got to throw out to the listeners, viewers this morning here on Good Morning Grenada G Squared in the morning time? So tell me, man.
Yeah, man.
So what we trying out to the listeners right now?
You asked me a question. I got distracted there, but hold on.
Anyway,
So we just completed the birthday list, and happy birthday to all the celebrants out there. So all have a good time today.
So quickly, Gary.
We have a few things on the agenda.
Yeah.
Because time has crept up on us, we are trying to figure out how we can maneuver and try to get as much information as planned out there. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm seeing a couple of folks chime in on the answer for the riddle this morning, and let's see if we could get that out of the way quick. Somebody's saying your eyes and your hands. How's that?
Oh, you're wrong.
That is wrong. Someone else is saying good morning, and this individual always seems to be a smarty pants, and I think she's googling a riddle, but she's saying good morning. A mirror or a reflection?
Smarty pants.
Smarty pants. And
thank God for Google, boy.
So if you said the mirror, and I'm seeing at least two other individuals actually chiming in and saying the
give me all the name too now. Let's say all the names so we can show it to all the
So everyone that actually did say mirror, we had some folks saying your shadow and stuff like that. So all who did say the mirror as the answer, who thought of the mirror as the answer, you are correct. So the answer to the riddle is actually a mirror. Yep.
Once again, if I look at you, you look at me. If I raise my right hand, you raise your left hand. What am I? The person who said shadow, you really can see your eye in the shadow.
Yes, so you can't give them who said the shadow. No. Because your shadow is actually a reflection of you, but I guess if you're looking for more details,
it's a 10, I'll give a 5.
If you're looking for more details, you don't get that much details in your shadow. But so it's a mirror. Actually, it's a mirror. It's a mirror.
Jefferson Ramirez, boy, graces the cover of Performers magazine. Yeah.
I mean,
local singing sensation Ramirez. Yeah.
Congratulations to him once again, man.
Magazine. A list of 20 emerging artists to look out for in 2022. Congratulations, brother. Looking at the cover of the magazine right now. Brother look dapper and thing, look like a rising star, and big things in the making,
Yeah, man. Congratulations to him. Go on out and do what you got to do in terms of your music, man. And make yourself and happy. And make Grenada proud also. You understand?
Make Grenada proud most importantly. Well, we got a song we like to feature because we don't just want to talk on the morning show. Yeah. We want to play a little music too so you can lighten up yourself and feel good and sing along and have a good time, especially for those at work and those at home in particular getting ready for work. You know what I mean? So let's check out this. Look at Jefferson Ramirez, and this one is called Crazy Stupid Love. He made a release last weekend. We're going to get into that maybe a bit later on, if not later on tomorrow for sure. So let's check out Crazy Stupid Love, and the brother's got talent, man.
Yeah, let's take a listen up to this one.
Every day and night and day, all I think about is crazy. Laughing to myself, I don't know what's been happening to me lately. We got a situation, and it's nothing but good vibrations. Not sure what it is that you got, but you got me feeling wavy. Yes, don't you know, baby? Don't you know, baby? Got that stupid mad love, stupid mad love. It ain't
a whole lot, man. And Gary, we due for a short break. We got to take that break. When we come back, we still have a couple more videos that we got to feature this morning, right? We certainly have a couple more videos that we got to feature.
You see, that's what we try to do inside of course, Good Morning Grenada. We try to give you the pertinent information. We try to give you current affairs. But, we also want to keep the entertainment factor alive. You know what I mean? Good Morning Grenada.
So let's take that break. We're coming right back. And suddenly we have much more for you. Stay with us here on Good Morning Grenada.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
So we're back here on Good Morning Grenada. It's a lovely Thursday in the Spice Isle, Grenada, Sister Isles of Carriacou and PT Martinique. I want to say good morning once again to all the listeners out there. You're driving around in your car. Good morning to you. On a bus, probably. Good morning. And I know you're probably stuck in traffic. You know that feeling. I know that feeling. I know what it's like to be stuck in traffic, man. So certainly hope you're going to move on. Yesterday we had some traffic hiccups, and especially in the Mong area. I think it was a little accident there that slowed the traffic down, and someone actually called me and said, man, I've been here for the last 20 minutes. We did have, of course, Junior yesterday checking in, and he was telling us, of course, the traffic congestion. So probably if you're driving along this morning and you notice a little traffic congestion somewhere and you want to help the other motor public, you could always hit me up on WhatsApp and let us know what's up. Hey, Gary, you know
yes, sir.
The lovely lady that actually told you that answered the riddle. She said, hey guys, I don't ever Google my answers. You understand? She said I love thinking. So, she said I don't Google the answer. I love thinking. So I believe you, my dear. I believe
my mom told me never argue with a lady, so I believe you.
I certainly do believe her. So we're moving on, Gary. We know Carriacou gonna be busy this weekend, man.
Carriacou, boys, the place. Big up to our friends inside of Carriacou.
Carrie's gonna be busy this weekend. We have a video that's just gonna stir the moment up a little bit, you know, and it's by a Grenadian artist, and of course he's been showing the love in Carriacou always. You understand? So let's take a listen up to that one, and when we come back, we get into our tune to tune segment and so forth.
Which one is that?
We talking about Charity Governor.
Right.
I think it would be appropriate to play now because it's not that we're encouraging it, folks.
Wait, did you say he's from Carriacou?
No, I said he's from the mainland Grenada, but
I was like, you just lost your Grenadian passport.
No, I said he's from the mainland Grenada, but he's always been showed the love in Carriacou. You understand? So he's been showed the love in Carriacou. I mean, I'm saying we're not trying to incite anything in any way. Planetary jab, but I don't think anybody will be allowed to play jab in Carriacou next week. Are they allowed to? No, I don't think they're allowed to, right?
Don't even get me started.
Anyway,
let's play this song.
Let's play this song. Let's get
them jabs there.
Planet of the Jab. Welcome to the Jab University. Come study with me in the beautiful island of 473. Before we start the tour on these shows, just so you know, we're cooking oil long in your mother kitchen. The diversity of our people with talent beyond the imaginary, taking off, there we bad. Dragon change, we ain't mad. Oil up your skin and your body, there we jab. Air steering, Grenada preparing, flying straight to the planet of Jab Jab.
Take you to a place, take you to a place, take you to a, take you to a, take you to a place. I'm gonna take you to a place, take you to a place, take you to a, take you to a, take you to a. I'm gonna take you to a place, I say a place you never see. I try Island State, Grenada, Carriacou, Pity, Matnica, a place where people got a dripping from their head right down to feet. This is no fairy tale, man, this place. So you, the bravest helping people in the universe you'll ever see. When we touch on the road, we don't afraid nobody. Dragging chains, so you know that we're free from slavery. Let this full of spice. Planet Adi, where everybody welcome. Planet Adi, and everybody I'll do. Planet Adi, and we does it well I'll do. And the can't you sit can do. You don't see melanin and we are God people. Oil is we cream, God people. Space to the brim, blessed. Jabba the oil and the conch shell and the long cow chain. And we just crash through the rivers, we take cars of Kens. And so we bad, so we gifted, so we talented. If you want look, we up just type for 7 trade. The bravest helping people in the universe you'll ever see. When we touch on the road, afraid nobody, dragging chain. Free from slavery, let this full of spice and the shaking of the bullet. Planet Adi Jab Jab, where everybody welcome. Planet Adi Jab Jab, and everybody I know. Planet Adi Jab Jab, and we does it well I know. Planet Adi Jab Jab, and the can't just sit can't done. And you know.
Man,
that's Grenada for you, man.
Think about that acoustic version there, man. Love the way Terra performed that one. Terra the Governor. Yeah. Remember they said call him Terra the Kid, Terra Kid. Yeah, that's that.
It's not a kid anymore. Just
not
like
a kid anymore. Not a kid anymore.
It was Baby Killer,
Yeah.
It was just Killer.
A pretty humble individual too, Terra the Governor. And
it was Little Vaughn.
Yeah.
Now it's just Vaughn.
A couple of times I had the pleasure of interviewing him, and pretty humble. Soft spoken in such a way, and when he gets
is that Terra?
Yeah, and
I never crossed paths with him.
You never, but when you get to
funny enough,
when you see the individual as he is in person, really humble, soft spoken, but when he gets to the stage, there's that transformation. You understand? As with most artists, get that transformation where they become a different person. The stage changes them. You understand?
There's a topic I wanted to touch on earlier and I didn't get an opportunity to. So let me just quickly bring this to the fore.
Some of them are getting a still video from you, Gary. I'm not sure what's happening, but
I know. Hopefully, I look good.
Well, you strike out pose there, so that's good. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah. Anyhow, so let's get into it until that rectifies itself, hopefully. Officers attached to the Hermitage Police Station conducted an operation on Tuesday, the 22nd of February 2022 at Upper Hermitage in St. Patrick's, where 127 sorry,
is it 77?
77 cannabis trees were found, ranging from 1 foot to 6 feet in height. No one has been arrested as yet. Police continues to investigate this incident, this finding. So I guess this brings to the topic and brings to light again the need to legalize and decriminalize, if you will, cannabis. I don't think at any point in time, whether it's decriminalized or legalized, that any one individual could get away with 177 pounds of cannabis trees, unless you are, probably given a license to for medical purposes or for whatever reason to grow those things. All right, but outside of that, that's even within the confines of it being law. I don't think any one individual would be allowed to grow that much cannabis. So,
well, until the law passes and this thing is taken care of, just trying to summarize it.
Imagine what the Almighty.
It's going to be what it is for the time.
Imagine what the Almighty saying up in heaven, boy. How dare you all, demonize something that I have created. You know what I mean? Just a passing thought. Let's move on. Let me leave that right in.
I ain't saying much, Gary. I'm not saying much. I always try to keep a still tongue on that issue for now. I have my own reservations about it.
All is steady.
Trying to keep a still tongue. Hey, don't forget, we should have some visitors to the island yesterday, Gary. Lots of visitors to the island yesterday, man, and they were just intermingling with everybody. Nice to see that. But we do have a cruise ship in port today. The Norwegian Epic will be there today. It has a
really?
Yeah, there's a capacity of 4,000.
There are a lot of Grenadians walking on that cruise ship,
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah, they're probably ecstatic.
Yeah, man. And we're talking a capacity of 4,100 in terms of passengers.
Huge.
Yeah, with a crew of 1,724. So if they were Grenadians, as you said, on that cruise ship, we should see some of them.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Lot of
getting the option to come be home and visit friends and family for a wee bit if it's permitted for them to get off. You understand? Sometimes
as a point of reference, I just want to stick this in there. People, I do not smoke.
All right.
I don't smoke cigarette. I don't smoke weed. So let me put that out there.
Folks may worry me. You being a strong advocate, probably folks may have enough fun.
Let me get that straight. I don't believe it's healthy. Smoking anything.
I have never touched the stuff in my life. Also. Yeah, never touched the
stuff. So I'm just putting that out there for the record. So whenever you hear me say again, free up the herbs. They're not getting this thing misconstrued, if you will.
Folks are probably saying, hey, you really want to smoke that thing, babe? You understand?
Yeah, understand? Anyway. I don't smoke. I don't believe in smoking. You know what I mean?
I have never in my lifetime, so I don't think I'm going to even think about starting now. It's impossible. Very impossible anyway.
We got a tune for tuning.
Yeah, we got a tune for tuning. Oh, time is on us, man. We're moving up to make that 10 minutes before the top of the hour this morning. We got a tune for tune segment. Gary, you know something? I take it in front this morning. I find when I give you that leverage, you didn't be nice to me. So
all right, let's get it. Go ahead, play your tune, brother.
I'm gonna play my song this morning.
Before you play your song, let me once again remind the listeners and viewers on Facebook, you can also chime in. You can also vote for your selected songs, any of the songs that we're about to play. Our folks out there in, of course, Radio Land, feel free to give us a call and vote for your song of choice. All right.
So any of the two songs you're gonna be feeling the most, feel a lot for my song. We'll have some feeling for my song. My song is entitled Gyal Owner.
Yo, expert. Burn your belly. Some boy go lose a gyal tonight. Somebody go touch it for you. Somebody go touch it. Some boy go lose a gyal tonight. Somebody go touch it for you. Touch it for you. You can all she comes if you want to. She goes if you want. She go give it. You could buy her drinks if you want.
not the only man in the market with banana. Stop one like a superhero, like the Black Panther in Wakanda. Go there if the next man shamana. Take example from your father now. He never kill his stepfather now. Cause you know that. No girl, no one, no, nah, no, nah, no, nah, nah. No girl, no one, no, nah, no, nah, no, nah. Some boy go lose a girl tonight. Somebody go touch it for you. Somebody go touch it. Some boy go lose a girl tonight. Somebody go touch it for you. Touch it for you. You could all she goes if you want to. She goes if you want. She go give it to who she want to. Give it to who she want. You could buy her drinks if you want to. She drinks if you want. She go give it to who she want to. My youth, you don't own it. She give you a touch of the thing. You feel you the king. Now you walk by sharing. And just as you by sharing, you feel like you control the thing. So when the next man intervenes, you want the vex like you're getting mad. Now another man creeping up in the yard. You are running down like a dog. No girl, no, no, nah, no, nah, no, nah, nah. No girl, no, no, nah, no, nah, no,
More, the song actually said it for itself. That was a Black's Gal Ona. Yeah. Hey, Gary.
Produced by someone in Carriacou. Why is he known by? Carriacouian. And sung by a Trinidadian. That's what you call Caribbean unity, right there.
Let's just simplify it and say kayak. You understand? I think they like to be called that.
Right.
Yeah, you know, let's just simplify it and say
Let me tell you something. A bunch of proud people. I don't think there's an area in Grenada more proud than Carriacou.
I agree with you on that.
Right.
You know, talking about individuals who just stand up for themselves. You understand? And
you can't go in Carriacou and see a bad thing. Even if you've been perceived. They have a hint that you say something negative. Boy, take the next boat down.
You're in trouble. You will be in trouble.
Time for my tune.
Let's play your song. Let me go.
All right, my song is 100% from Carriacou, and it's from Son of the Soil there. Slaughter. It's your time, brother. This one is called In the Morning. Y'all, let's check this one out.
Snap it again, man. It's split into half. I shall man, I don't play. Where they pan me that day. So I'm telling all the so if I miss me in the morning, look in the last place I've been fed. If I miss me in the morning, I'm probably inside the next pump. Cause I just move like I got no. When they come to the ship, yeah, you know I'm pulling a vibe. Come back with each other, yeah, but no sleep. Yeah, I be living the life. Couple Red Bull and a charge up. Can't tired in a jam. My adrenaline boost up. Anytime I'm in the fed land, turn up the bass, make some space. Playing a mass in here. No time to waste. Sweat on my face. Acting and washing here. I don't star it. I just make me numb. Party hard until I train. If I miss me in the morning.
know.
Yeah, if you miss me in the morning, the last
that was
place,
back in 2018, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I like his vocals, you know. He have that little bit of a
Now he does a great job, very consistent.
Yeah, man.
Very consistent.
Shout out to Carriacou once again. Big up to the viewers and listeners in the Sister Isle. Good morning. Hope all is well with everybody there, man. So, folks, you have the option to chiming in terms of who you think topped it off this morning. Yeah. And let's see who you're going to give all the love this morning. And I played Gal Ona there by Blacks, song that was produced in the Sister Isle and written by, of course, our own Grenadian Vaughan. Gary gave you the track from Slaughter. Of course, he's the native of the Sister Isle, Carriacou, and in the morning. So let's see if we can show some love to those songs this morning, man. It's Good Morning Grenada. We just got a couple more minutes left on the show, just roughly, should I say, about 5 more minutes before we wrap this morning. And
let's take those 5 minutes to get some votes. Let's see who's going to walk away as as a winner this morning. All right, so hit us up with your calls, with your text messages, your WhatsApp, and of course we are paying attention to those who are on Facebook Live as well. We'll take your votes too.
Don't forget the number you could chime in with. It's 435-2041. That's 435-2041. You could also send us that WhatsApp message. Saying I like in the girl now from Blacks or Gary's selection this morning. Gary, I think we have a caller. Let's see what the caller or who the caller is actually showing the love to. Good morning.
Some girl go lose their boy tonight. Somebody go touch it for you.
Well, we all know who that is. That's Blacks girl owner. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I got some love there, Gary. Got some love. I'm seeing.
So that's one for you.
Yeah, I'm seeing somebody showing. I've seen two WhatsApp messages coming in. One person is saying the first song. Well, I'm assuming that's my song. Of course, I played first this morning.
Definitely.
Somebody showed some love. I have another WhatsApp message coming in also. That individual saying in the morning. So I'm assuming, Slaughter getting some love there. That's for you.
Slaughter, yeah.
So we got 2-1. We got 2-1 there right now. 2-1. Hey, continue to another phone call coming in. Gary, let's grab and go over to the line. Good morning. How are you?
Well, I just the easy with a break and but Mr. Spooty, you take it.
Mr. Smooth, take it.
What do you honey break?
Well, it's just by nature. By nature. Not to worry. You will get good. That's painkiller.
I like how you put that together, Gary. I like how you put that together.
If by nature your hand could break, I'm worried, My tongue coming.
I'm liking the way you put that together. Man. Thanks for the call.
What did you vote for?
Yeah, man. I think you. He said Mr. Smooth, so I guess we
okay.
We had a tie. We have another WhatsApp coming in.
That's 2-2. That's 2-2.
Well, you have topped it off. You have now taken the lead away, but we have another vote for you via, of course, WhatsApp. Slaughter. You understand? So it's 3-2.
Carico, stand up.
Why do you people do me bad in the morning time? You understand? But it's all good. It's all good.
Stand up, Carico, stand up. It's your turn.
I don't know if it's a female, but they're saying they like your shirt, Gary. Somebody's on WhatsApp saying they like your shirt. I don't know if it's...
Better be a female.
Yeah, there's no name to it, but hey.
The thing about when you wear your nice shirt on TV and a week later you're out the road.
You're in trouble.
Like the same shirt you wore on TV. It's like, God damn it. Yo, I need some sponsors.
Yeah, I know, man. But this,
I'm digging deep into my wardrobe.
This has helped me a lot, Gary. I got a ton of clothing that I haven't been wearing, and this has given me the option to put it. But some mornings, like this morning, I'll be honest, this morning, I woke up late this morning, Gary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually woke up late this morning, so I just had to take a shower and then just pull something and get out of the house. So, I didn't even shirt off this morning, ironing and all this stuff like that. So,
well, I like your shirt.
I had a t-shirt.
If it brings you any consolation.
Yeah, I actually wearing a camouflage this morning for a wee bit in terms of pants and stuff. Yeah, I just thought I'd do that this morning. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I see we have a caller. Let me see what they give us. Oh, we lost. I lost that caller. We were talking. I didn't get to.
So who's winning?
Well, I think we had a tie for now.
All right. Let's see if we can grab quickly one last caller, so we can wrap it up and get on out of here so we can end the stalemate.
Yeah, because we're looking at just around 2 minutes to go before we wrap up this morning. Let's see if we get a last caller who could break that tie. And am I seeing a caller coming in? No. And, not seeing anyone chiming in yet on the Facebook, actually. So I guess we probably gonna here we tie. Let's call it that tie this morning. Yes, there's a caller coming, and this may just break it. Good morning. Hi, good morning. How are you?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Who you showing the love for this morning in terms of the two songs we played?
I'm going for Blacks.
You're going for Blacks?
Yeah, and the war starter.
Yeah, thank you a whole lot, man. All right.
The war starter? Yeah. What does that mean?
The war starter. I'm assuming he's probably talking about the Ukraine issue there right now, Gary. We chit-chat about that earlier this morning,
You're assuming?
Yeah.
No, we didn't chit-chat about that.
I mean, we did mention it, but we didn't get into detail about it this morning. And we see
I'm perplexed. I'm really confused with what's going on, because with all these sanctions that they are threatening Russia with, I'm thinking Putin
can't be bothered.
I mean, he must know something we ain't know.
Yeah.
You understand?
I understand.
For him to risk economic sanction, which is the newest form of warfare, by the way. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
I'm thinking.
I'm just not for it. I just think things could work in a diplomatic way, and I think that should be the route taken. But these leaders, they know. You understand?
I always like to search for the untold stories.
Yeah. Hey, girl, you catch a still picture there with a smile for man. Folks are probably I don't know. Those stills are working in your favor this morning, because every time it grabs a still, it brings up a good picture of you, man. Anyway, it's time for us to wrap, Gary. It's time for us to wrap this morning. It's a pleasure as always. And Gary, man, folks are just sending in the love pertaining to the. I think you have taken the lead now. No. We still have a tie, because every time somebody gives you one, they give me one too. So hey, it's all good about the love. Anyway, man, it's time for us to take a wrap.
We gotta wrap it up. We gotta get out of here. It's been a pleasure.
All right, man.
I'm going to be over at Hot 98 to continue with the morning heat. GT, going to continue doing your thing on 105.
Yes. Hey, folks, BBC News is next here on the K105. Goodbye to our viewing and listening audience via GBN TV and our social media platforms. Goodbye. The news is here on
targets and airports.